ये पास गरम कर देता हूँ चले और मारे खाए की नहीं
क्या हो बेटा?
Good morning. Good morning. What was the last thing we covered in the previous class?
We did problems
On
impulse. Like a ball was tracking a wedge. So we had to find so it was coming vertically, it was then going horizontally after collision. So find the value of E.
okay. On wedges, what all problems have we done? 4, 3, or how many?
3.
3.
3. Did we solve any problem from the booklet?
So
No.
last one was that method 2-1 in which you use J.
Okay, fine. No. Interesting, there are two very dirty problems in the booklet, which all of you will have as a doubt when you solve the book. So first of all, I'll make you people solve it to be on the safe side. So that it is done in advance. Just stay online. I'll have to open up this PC. Downloads. Center of mass. COM. Okay, got it. Now, first of all, to start with an easy problem, this is also an impulse. Are you people able to see the 28th problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
We solve this?
No.
No, sir.
Oh, no. No, sir.
Okay. Now, this is an easy problem. I don't want to start the day with a very tough problem. This is an easy one. But then it is on impulse. You will conserve linear momentum in the vertical direction for both the masses put together, even if you have got gravity. Why? Because gravity is a non-impulsive force. Solve the 28, I'll give you 1 minute. The 28th problem. Somebody's mic is on, please switch it off. Somebody's mic is on, please switch it off. 28th problem. Now listen. Have a look at the board. This C is small m, this C is capital. All collisions are elastic, right? Initially, this is falling with a velocity of under root 2gh just before it's striking the ground. Just before striking the ground, both are falling downwards from a height of h. You people are on mute, is it? No.
No, sir.
Now, after collision, because this is a perfectly elastic collision, this will rise up with under root 2gh, and this is yet falling with under root 2gh. Now they will collide. This collision was between capital M and the ground, hence the reversal of the velocities. Now this will be rising up with V1 and this will be rising up with V2. That's it. If I get V1 and V2, my job is done. Now you conserve linear momentum. I take everything in the upward direction as positive, downward direction as negative. Can I change the sign convention? You're welcome. Right? This will be capital M under root 2gh minus small m under root 2gh, initial momentum. Why minus? You prefer that will be equal to small m v1 plus capital M v2. First equation. V1 and V2 both are in the upward direction. Small e is equal to V1 minus V2 upon under root 2gh minus of minus under root 2gh. V1 minus V2 upon U2 minus U1. V1 minus V2 upon U2 minus U1. U2 is under root 2gh minus of minus. Small e is equal to 1. V1 minus V2 by 2 times under root 2gh. This is my second equation. This problem is mainly given. What is the complication in it here? Conservation of momentum is small e utna hi to hai. The student's regular doubt is, despite gravity, you conserve linear momentum in the vertical direction. Yes. The collision lasted for a very short time interval delta t. In that short time interval, though gravity is an external force, it is a non-impulsive force. In a very short time interval, it will not be able to produce appreciable change in moment. Right?
So can we find J now?
You can. Then this will be separate. J on capital M is this, J on small m is this. See, capital M difference of these two is J. Small m difference of these two is J. Add both, you will get this equation.
Okay. So, sir, before they were thrown, there was very small distance between them, right?
Right.
Okay.
Sir, this was from which exercise?
5, 4. Exercise 4.
Okay, sir.
Can I go back to the exercise?
Sir, we could also use that kinetic energy conservation, na?
Kinetic energy conservation, yes, not an issue. But when I get small e is 1, I would prefer that. Kinetic energy is a quadratic.
Yeah, because of that square, na?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So addition and subtraction in capital M and small m will be means the change due to small m will be negligible, right? Because it is much smaller than capital M.
For what?
So for example, means while solving further, we get like 3 capital M minus small m. So we can this ignore the small m, right?
Right. In the denominator, if you get capital M minus small m, you can write it as capital M because small m is much smaller than capital. The approximation is given in the question. Problem number 30. Next problem. It's a very long problem actually. 30. Problem number 30.
Sir, exercise 4, right?
Yeah, exercise 4. On the screen, you have this problem number 30. You are able to see the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is exercise 4. It's a long problem. Don't be in a hurry. Solve fully. I'm giving you people time. Though time is a luxury right now for us, but yet have it.
Sir, have all other batches finished this chapter?
You have one lecture behind. The answer is 0.9 seconds, not 0.3. These are the answers for question number 30. 0.9 seconds, 0.81 meters, 32.4 joules. Question number 30. No. Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 2 minutes.
Okay. Wait.
So please start the screen share.
So time after which it starts moving downwards. So can we assume time means after time of ascent of B?
Obviously. Now listen. 30th. Let me explain. Have a look at this. The problem becomes long because of these reasons. Kindly help me out with the values. What is the mass of this?
Sir, both are 2 kg.
2 kg each.
This is
1
1
kg,
kg.
9 meter per
9
second.
meter per second.
9 meter per second. Now, net force on the 2 kg block in the vertical direction is 0. Tension and empty are balancing out each other. So I can conserve linear momentum for this in the vertical direction.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first state is 2 into 0 plus 1 into 9 is 3 into u naught. U naught will be 9 by 3. This is 3 meters per second. So now where do we stand? We have got visualization of this problem is important. This is 3 which is projected with a velocity of 3 meters per second if my calculations are correct. And this will be 0 meters per second.
So that is a 2 kg block.
This is a 2 kg block.
So right
Now,
wala is also 2 kg.
right
No,
one,
that's
this 1 kg gets embedded into it,
हाँ
it
हाँ
becomes
हाँ.
3
Okay,
kg.
okay, okay, sir.
Now the beauty in the problem is tension becomes 0.
So in the first case, when you hit with 9 meter per second, the tension would change, right? So how are we conserving?
zero हो जाएगा. But before that, just at that instant, tension was equal to mg. Suppose if you take your interpretation only, tension became zero, and gravity is a non-impulsive force. So you can conserve linear momentum even that way.
Okay, sir.
Now that this has 3 meters per second velocity, tension in the string became zero. When will the string again become taut? When this travels a distance of ut minus half gt square, and this travels a distance of half gt square, which will be equal. When this and this travel by equal distances, the string will again become taut. We did this in Newton's laws. Are you able to recollect?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure.
This travels by ut minus half gt square. This traveled by half gt square. You will get t is equal to u by g, 3 divided by 10.3 seconds. That this will be moving up under the influence of gravity. This will be falling under the influence of gravity, and the string becomes taut here. The string becomes taut here. This is the 2 kg block, and this is the 3 kg block. Both traveled by the same distance. But this u by g signifies something. It is the maximum height to which the body goes.
Time of
U
ascent
by
and
g signifies something. It is the maximum height to which the body goes when you throw a body freely under gravity. That means velocity just before the string became taut will be zero. Here, velocity just before the string became taut will not be zero. It started from rest, it accelerated for 0.3 seconds. How much will this velocity be? V is equal to 0 plus gp. This will be 3 meters per second. This is 3 meters per second. Just after the string became taut, I'll take velocity v and velocity v. Just before the string became taut, the velocity will be 3 meters per second. Here it will be 0. Why? You projected it in the vertically upward direction with an acceleration of g in the downward direction. That means it should be 0.36. That means it should be u by g. U by g is the time taken for it to reach the maximum height. At that point, velocity will become 0. You can calculate and see. Acceleration is g. Just after the string became taut, the velocity will be v. Iska velocity will be v. Both ends will have the same speed. Calculate that velocity. How do you calculate that velocity? T delta t in the upward direction is 3v minus 3 into 0. T delta t is the impulsive force. mg क्यों नहीं लिया यार? Non-impulsive force can never balance an impulsive force. T delta t लिया, mg भी ले लो ना यार, vertical direction में ही तो है. Non-impulsive force cannot balance an impulsive force. T delta t is 3 into v minus 0. Here T delta t, in this case I take upwards negative because these both are in the downward direction. 2v minus 2 into 3. Initial speed was 3, final speed is v. Add both of them. T delta t will go 0 is equal to 5v minus 6. V is equal to 5 by 6 meters per second. So I know V is 5 by 6 meters per second.
So 6 by 5.
Okay.
6 by 5.
Okay, sorry, 6 by 5. V is 6 by 5 meters per second. But now the string is taut. It will have an acceleration 3 minus 2 divided by 3 plus 2 into g. You remember Atwood's machine, m2 minus n1 upon m2 plus n1. And this will be decelerating upwards because this mass is greater than this. It may have velocity, but it is decelerating. By how much? G by 5. What is the velocity? 6/5. Right? It is decelerating upwards with an initial velocity. How much time will it take to come to rest? V is equal to U plus AT. Final velocity should be 0, 6/5 minus G/5 into T. T is equal to 6 by G. 0.6 seconds stuck from here, it will go above and it will come to rest. From there, it will start falling down. 0.3 plus 0.6 will be 0.9. See
Sir?
how long
Sir,
the
can you explain that T delta T part and once I didn't
Yes, sir,
follow
please.
this.
T delta T is the impulse, which will be mass into velocity minus mass into velocity. T delta T is the impulse, so it should be equal to change in momentum. Final momentum is 3 into 6/5. Initial momentum is 3 into 0. I took everything in this direction positive. So T delta T is mv minus mv. Now come to this. Same T delta T will act on it. Here I took everything in the downward direction as positive. So T delta T is negative. Final momentum minus initial momentum.
But sir, the 3 kg block will start to go down right after it comes to rest, after the string is taut.
Because of the impulse, I have a velocity of 6/5 meters per second in the upward direction.
Oh,
I
okay.
calculated that, I got positive. But it is decelerating. It's like throwing a body in the upward direction. It is decelerating upwards, accelerating downwards. So it will come to rest after 0.6 seconds.
Okay, so we have to consider
I'm
that
confused in the
also.
part where you have conserved momentum in presence of tension. So can you please explain when we can conserve momentum in presence of tension in the first step, first part?
First
Yes, sir.
instance, T and mg are balancing out each other. Net force on the block is 0.
Okay.
Suppose you interpret that tension became 0 after that, welcome. Then there's no issue at all. Tension becomes 0 and gravity is non-impulsive. So in a very short time interval, you can conserve linear momentum.
Okay.
The T delta T would be in the downward direction, right, for the 2 kg block?
Tension on the 2 kg block will be
Sorry,
which
sorry,
direction?
impulsive force, sorry.
Yeah, force?
The T
Can you
delta T
explain
would
the
be in the
third
downward
diagram again?
direction, right, for the 2 kg block.
टेंशन कौन सा डायरेक्शन में होगा 2 kg ब्लॉक के लिए?
In the upward direction. अच्छा, okay.
टेंशन जिस डायरेक्शन में है, T into delta T will be in the same direction.
Okay.
Sir, can you explain the third diagram again?
This block traveled a distance of this and came to rest. At that instant, there is an impulsive force T delta T coming into picture. String becomes taut at this instant. Still here, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Now have a look at the equation and tell me your doubt in it. So that I'll address it. I have addressed it 3 times, but I'm not getting what could be your doubt in it. So kindly ask me your doubt in it. T delta T will be change in momentum. Same T delta T will be change in momentum.
Sir,
So what have you written just below the second block in the second diagram? So no, the one above it. Yeah.
0 meters per second. This is
Okay.
released from rest.
Yes, sir.
When you fired a block into it, what was the initial velocity of this? 0.
Sir,
When you fired a bullet
can
into it, what was the initial velocity of this? 0.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
what
can
you
you explain that? Sir, can you explain that part that we got T is equal to U by G and then what you did? Like you were telling that logic.
I am not getting your doubt. You'll have to ask me your doubt.
Sir, after we got T is equal to U by G, you told that it is the time required to reach the maximum height. And then what you told about that velocities?
What did I say? तो ऐसा पूछोगे तो क्या बोलूं यार, मुझे थोड़ी याद रहेगा तब मैंने क्या बोला है. अब इसमें डाउट पूछो, बताऊंगा मैं.
अच्छा, okay, sir.
Sir,
हाँ,
sir, while that 3 kg block is decelerating upwards, how will the 2 kg block move in means in which direction? And uska
which
acceleration,
situation do you think the 3 kg block is accelerating upwards?
decelerating बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
Decelerating, right? The second diagram or third diagram?
The third diagram. When the
Third
spring
diagram, from here, you mean to say it is decelerating upwards, right?
हाँ,
This
sir,
will also be decelerating downwards. Its initial velocity is 655. Slowly it should come to rest.
okay, sir.
With the same deceleration. Here 3 and 2 will have the same decelerations, right? They are
Yes,
two
sir.
ends of the string.
So in this problem, we need to know that after 0.3 seconds, that velocity becomes 0. Means we need to check.
Naturally,
We can
this
get.
was told to you in Newton's laws clearly. Distance moved by this and distance moved by this will become equal. We have done this problem.
Yeah, that we
Right.
have done.
And that time will turn out to be the time taken for this to reach the maximum height. U by G. ये formula कहीं देखा है हम लोगों ने? U by G, right?
Time of ascent.
When I project the body in the
Time of
vertical
ascent.
upward
Time of
direction, it will go to a maximum height of the time U by G. Total time of flight is 2U by G.
Okay, so.
Or you have a doubt in it, calculate करके देख सकते हो. 0.3 seconds. V is equal to U minus GT. Final velocity is how much? This U is 0.3. U is 3 minus 10 into 0.3. How much is this turning out? 0. Hence I put that to be 0. Just as you calculated V for this, you can calculate V for this.
Sir, in the third diagram, if V was negative, then it would be 0.3 seconds only, no?
V negative कहाँ से आ गया?
Sir, if it came negative.
क्यों confusion create करते यार? Negative क्यों होगा? You throw a body in the upward direction, V negative क्यों आएगा? U by G time के बाद. Time of flight of a body projected upwards is U by GU. People learned this when you were born. Don't tell me you are unable to see that. Kinematics mein first thing that we learned is this.
Sir, copy.
Sir, wait.
Wait, sir.
And sir, for the total mechanical energy loss part, what will we do over there?
Total mechanical energy, loss of mechanical energy is find the initial kinetic plus potential energy.
Okay.
Find the final kinetic plus potential energy. The difference is the loss. You know the height to which this rises, height by which this falls.
Sir, what you have written that in the third diagram beside the 2 kg block?
3 meter per second.
Okay.
तो अटेम्प्ट क्या किया आप लोगों ने जब मैंने टाइम दिया अटेम्प्ट करने 36th problem. This is a tough one. It is not about lengthy. You will have 5 equations and 5 variables. So don't give up so easily. Give a good fight. Think carefully and attempt. 36th question. 36. Shall I?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
With 2 minutes, just 2, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Start at 10 o'clock. I mean 9 o'clock, sorry, 9 o'clock.
Fine. Listen. Firstly, you have a mass n here connected by a string of mass 2m, and this is 3. When you projected this with a velocity of u, till the mass comes till this particular point. Hope I am not on mute.
No, sir.
Now this I will call as B. Just after, see, from here till here the string was not taut. From here till here string was not taut. I think they gave this as B now. Right?
Yes,
They
sir.
gave this as V naught. So from here till here string was not taut. So just before the string became taut, velocity was V naught. Just after the string became taut, velocity is V. Firstly, is this step clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because of this impulse T delta T, I will have a V 3y component here, v2y component here. I'm calling it 2 and 3 so that I know which mass I'm referring to. Vy component here, this Vy component is because of this T delta T. This step, is it clear to all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now this I will take it as B1 and B1. They are two ends of the string. They should move in the horizontal direction with the same velocity. Indirectly, I have applied constraint relation to this string. Only hence I take both of them to have the same velocity. This step, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I will not come back to this because there are 5 equations. I'll have to go ahead.
So how did the position of the ball shift?
This moved from here till here. This is a horizontal table. You are having the top view. You gave a velocity v0. So this will move from here till here. When the ball came from here till here, the string was not taut. It becomes taut again here when this angle is equal to this angle.
So won't there be a T2 delta T in M and 2M string?
There will be.
Yes,
sir. There will be.
Sir, once
But-
can you explain the V2Y part?
V2y is velocity of 2 in the vertical direction, velocity of 3 in the vertical direction. Why will this have vertical direction and this is the horizontal table, x and y. If I take this as x-axis, this as y-axis, this is y-axis. So velocity of the 2m mass along the y-axis, velocity of the 3m mass along the y-axis because of T delta T.
T delta T.
So
Okay,
that you are able
thank
to visualize, right? Once the string becomes taut, this will have a velocity in the horizontal and vertical direction.
Yes,
Sir,
Yes, sir,
in the
correct.
when the 3m mass is in the another extreme position, you have written it has horizontal velocity v. Over here, v is equal to v not only, na?
Then what will T delta T do? Still running T delta T.
Acha.
T delta T will
But-
change the momentum na yaar.
V0 is immediately before the string becomes taut.
Just before the string
Okay,
becomes
okay.
taut. V is just after the
Okay.
string becomes taut.
Sir, can you please show mathematically in T2 delta T how will they have same velocities?
Two ends of a string you want me to show mathematically.
No, sir, I'm
Constraint
confused
relation.
because of T2 delta T, but constraint relationship I understood. I'm just confused because of T2 delta T.
Both have got nothing to do with each other. Confusion की सवाल है ही नहीं.
Sir, he is
Two
asking
ends
for
of a
it.
string will have the same velocity. That is constraint. No impulse, no force, nothing. Two ends of a string will have the same velocity along the length of the string.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear? Now can I proceed?
Yes.
Now, firstly,
Yes, sir.
all
Yes.
three masses put together, I will conserve linear momentum in the horizontal direction. All three masses put together, I will conserve linear momentum along the x-axis. Who gave you that permission? There is no external force. All three masses put together.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
So, what is the initial momentum? 3m into v0. Final momentum 3m into v, 2m into v1 plus m into v1. So far, so good. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All three masses put together in the y direction also there is no external force. This is a horizontal table. If this is x-axis, this is y-axis. In the y direction also there is no force. Initial momentum in the y direction is 0. Final momentum in the y direction for m is 0. For 2m into minus 2y, I'm taking this as positive, this as positive. So downwards will be negative. Plus 3m into v3y. Second equation, is it clear to all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, I have used up both my conservation of momentum equations. And I have 4 variables. I have how many variables? 4 variables. Count the number of variables. B is 1 variable. B3y is 1 variable. B2y is 1 variable. B1 is 1 variable.
Sir,
Huh?
then how 5 equations you said?
Can I complete the problem?
Okay.
Right? Now, you already applied constraints for this particular string. You already applied constraints for this particular string. Both ends are moving with the same velocity v1. Now for this string, I didn't apply constraints. I'll show you that separately. This is 3m, right? You are taking this as v1, you are taking this as v2y, you are taking this as v3y, you are taking this as v. This length of the string should remain constant. Let's apply constraints for this, right? This angle is theta, this angle will be 90 minus theta. V1, I will resolve along this direction.
Sir, won't theta be 30?
V1 cos 90 minus theta, substitute theta in the last. V1
Okay.
cos 90 minus theta with a negative sign, minus V2y cos theta. Anything moving towards the center of the segment will be negative. Moving away from the center of the segment will be positive. V1 cos 90 minus theta, V2y cos theta. If this is theta, this will be theta, this will be minus V3y cos theta. How much will this angle be? 90?
90 minus theta.
Sure. Yeah. Plus V cos 90 minus theta is 0. Why will you put plus? It is moving away from the center of the segment. V1 cos 90 minus theta is moving towards the center of the segment. V2y cos theta is moving towards the center of the segment. V3y cos theta is moving towards the center of the segment. V cos 90 minus theta is moving away from the center of the segment. Constraint relations for this particular string. I have exhausted all my options, but I need one more equation. In an attempt to introduce one more equation, I am forced to incorporate the impulse J into the equation. T delta T, I will call it as impulse J. This will be J, this will be J, right? T delta T. Now watch out for this. This will be theta, this will be theta. This will be J sine theta. J is the impulse. T delta T minus J sine theta will be 3m into V minus 3m into V naught. Just before the string became taut, velocity is V naught. Just after the string became taut, velocity is V. This is my fourth equation. Inadvertently, to get one more equation, I have introduced one more variable called J. To eliminate J, I will have to introduce one more equation. That will be J cos theta is 3m into Vy minus 0.
So
And
V3y, right?
pardon?
So it should be V3y, right?
3y.
V3y minus 0. understand both these equations. Simplification is not very difficult. Don't be frightened by the fact that it has 5 equations. You know how to eliminate this. You know the value of theta. Divide both, J will go. So, and this is V2y का value in terms of V3y. Bring this to the left, this became 0. So you get V3y. जहां जहां V3y मिल रहा है substitute करते जाओ. You are left with 3 equations and 3 variables.
Sir, we could apply the J concept to 2m also, right?
This I will not. You know why? Why did I apply J only to this? If I apply for 2m, I will be forced to introduce another variable J dash. Now, if I bring 2m into the picture to apply J, J dash is another variable.
Yes,
Then
sir.
again, I'll have to apply on this. To eliminate J dash, I need one more equation. I will not.
Yes. Okay.
Understood why we did?
Yes.
But if somebody insists, it can be done. For 2m, you will take J sin theta minus J dash is 2m into V1. But then J dash eliminate करने के लिए you will have to apply J dash even on M.
So what was the problem number?
This was 36. Sorry.
Okay, so thank you.
So these are the velocities just after the string becomes dot, right?
Natural. Eventually means they are speaking about just after the string became dot only.
Okay, sir.
So J is T delta T, right?
अब तक सो रहे थे यार आप. वहां मैंने लिखा भी T delta T equal to J लिखा है, फिर रब किया है, फिर J लिखा है.
So are there any new concepts remaining?
Yes, variable mass.
Okay.
So next class we'll start variable mass.
अरे आप लोगों को ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है यार. नेक्स्ट क्लास में क्या करूंगा, क्यों चाहिए आप लोगों को? आर देयर एनी रिमेनिंग कॉन्सेप्ट्स रिमेनिंग? नेक्स्ट क्लास की क्यों चिंता है आपको? इस क्लास से सीखने में कोई दिक्कत है? Tell me when you people are done with it.
Done, sir.
Sir, wait.
Wait.
Is that over?
Yes, sir.
Do we have Pragya in the class today? Pragya Gupta, are you there in the class?
Oh, yes, sir.
It's your birthday today.
Yes, sir.
Many happy returns of the day.
Thank you.
My younger daughter's name is also Pragya.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
So you have to complete a complete booklet, right? I mean, you have to do the whole booklet, right?
नहीं तंबा बताऊं भागो
Not exercise 4, only 1 and 2.
तंबा है यार तंबा का मतलब पता नहीं मराठी आता है थोड़ा बहुत
No, I thought you had told earlier what we have to do, so I was just asking again.
Right. क्यों भागते रहते हो आप लोग?
No, sir, I don't want to run fast.
Now listen. There is one mass n and then another mass 2n. This is given a velocity of u. This distance between them is 3n. Right? Length of the string is 5n. This is kept on a smooth horizontal table. Smooth horizontal table. This is kept on a smooth horizontal table. Length of the string is 5n. So when the string becomes taut, find this velocity, find the velocity of 2m and 3. Write down the question. When the string becomes taut, find the velocity of 2m and 3. When string is taut, find velocity of 2m and m mass.
Sir, this is the top view, right, of the horizontal table?
This is the top view of the horizontal table.
Okay, sir.
This is the top view of the horizontal table. Now listen to this.
Sir, wait.
Okay.
Sir, can we say in the horizontal direction both will move with same velocity?
Same velocity along
Horizontal.
String.
along the string.
Along string.
Because
Oh,
length
okay,
of
sir.
the string should remain constant.
Yes, sir.
Now listen. This will be T delta T. This will be T delta T. Right? Just before the string became taut, if this angle is theta, this will be u cos theta, this will be u sin theta. Just before the string became taut. Just after the string became taut, this will be v and this will remain as u cos theta. This will be v. See if you all are convinced with this. This is something that you should get. Just before the string is taut, velocity u will be u sin theta and u cos theta along the length of the string and perpendicular to the length of the string. Just after the string is taut, velocity will be v. If this velocity is v along the length of the string, this will also have v velocity along the length of the string. Yes or no?
Correct.
Now, both masses put together, there is no external force in any direction. Both masses put together, there is no external force in any direction. You can conserve linear momentum in any direction. But I will conserve along the length of the string. Q. Because I need that value of velocity. Why didn't you conserve linear momentum in the horizontal direction? You can. But your requirement is this v and v. I already know the value of u cos theta. That remains the same. I already know the value of u cos theta. That remains the same. The new variable which crept into your life is v. So I will conserve linear momentum in the direction. Do you get this clear? Students
Yes.
repeatedly ask me this doubt. Why didn't you conserve in the horizontal direction? You can. Nothing is stopping you. But that doesn't serve my purpose. I need this v. So what is the initial momentum along the length of the string? 2m into u sin theta. Final momentum 2m into v plus m into v. This I conserved along the length of the string. Perpendicular to the string, I know the velocities. I don't need to conserve anything. I get v here. 2mu sin theta is equal to 3m into v. V is equal to 2u sin theta by 3. You know the values of sin theta and cos theta because this length is 3l, hypotenuse is 5l. Don't tell me you cannot calculate that, I'll shoot you. Now, if somebody is asking me value of this impulse t delta t, negative sign 2m into v minus 2m into u sin theta. Initial velocity was u sin theta, final is this. In this direction, I took everything positive, t delta t will be negative. Substitute this v here, you get the value of impulse.
Sir, but impulse was not needed, no, for what you just asked in the question.
This is the second bit. The first question stops here. This is the second bit. Ironically, there is a third bit for it, which need to be explained in detail. There's something subtle in it. Next class, you people will remind me that I have to do a third bit for this problem. M and 3M connected by a string of length 5L. Iska third bit bolo, I'll remember. Right. The third bit is something subtle which need to be explained. Bolo, koi kuch bol rahe.
So how do you know both the balls will have a velocity only along the string after the impulse?
They have velocity even perpendicular to the string after impulse.
Oh, okay, sir.
But that impulse is along the length of the string. So this u cos theta value doesn't change.
The final velocity will have to be the resultant.
Obviously, Final velocity of 2m is a resultant of these two. Final velocity of this in this direction will be 0. In this direction is the resultant of both.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So don't rub.
Hello, sir.
Ah.
Sir, I am still not getting that clear that how do you know after collision it will be along that direction?
What will be along
Velocity.
what? 2m or m?
2m.
So what is your option? Your feeling the velocity will be in which direction?
Sir, in the same direction as it was.
So there is an impulse j here, right?
Yes.
You mean to say this velocity you will continue the same way even if there is an impulse?
Acha, that's the reason. Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir? So can you mark theta in the diagram? Can you please mark theta in the diagram?
If this value is theta, have a look at it.
That's how I got it.
We have taken this as theta. Right?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is 90.
90 minus theta, yeah. Sorry.
Now listen. Homework. HCV except 57. Variable mass is yet to be introduced. Third bit of this question I will do in the next class and then go to variable mass. Right? HCV to be completed except 57. Booklet exercise 1, 2 and 3. Booklet exercise 1, 2 and 3. Is the homework clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you have tomorrow doubt lecture. So till then, which exercise we should complete?
At least exercise 1
Okay, sir.
of the booklet.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's doubt lecture.
The next
at
doubt lecture
least
what?
Exercise 1. If you can complete 2 and 3, nothing better than that. But at least 1 to be completed by tomorrow.
Sir, can you please explain how will we find the velocities then after we get the resultant?
Will you be taking HCV doubts tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll take HCV doubts as well tomorrow. If somebody is asking how to take the resultant of these two vectors.
No, sir, got it.
The class is over.
Yeah. See you people in the next class.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Sir, thank you.